Hello everybody and welcome to another deck profile. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the deck that I started my channel off with, Dragunities, and this is my 100 subscriber special. Thank you all guys, thank you all of you for subbing and following me and watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. But anyways, this is my new Dragunity build with the new Guardragon support. These cards are really insane and turbos out the deck into gives the deck a really strong sort of turn one board where you're able to set up a lot of negates, and it just makes the deck really strong. In general, the deck follows a lot of the same logic as Crusadia Guardragon, but with a different engine. So starting off, 3 copies of Dragunity Dux. This card is still amazing. The starter of the deck, on summon, equip one from grave, amazing. Necessary combo piece. 3 copies of Phalanx, another really strong card. If it's equipped, you can special summon it. Amazing. These 2 alone make the deck work. And then 3 copies of Arma Mystletainn. In the past, if you didn't open Mystletainn, you wouldn't be able to extend your board basically at all. But now that we have the Guardragons, Mystletainn isn't as necessary, but it's still really good. And then 2 copies of Dragunity Couse. Essentially the same thing as Phalanx. Phalanx is just a bit better because you can synchro summon with this into non-Dragunity synchros. Couse locks you into Dragunities. And then now we just play Levyaten because you can combo extend with this card because you can equip from grave no matter where it's special summoned from. Nobody really played this before, but in this combo variant, this card is actually surprisingly good. That's just it for the Dragunities, not too much. Senadus is not very good in this build because this deck is a lot more combo oriented now than just consistency focused, because with all the new supports and tech that I'm playing, the deck is really consistent anyways. 2 copies of Crusadia Draco. Again, it's an extender. If you have like a Reaper, you can summon Draco to it so you have a target. Just really standard. I'm not playing any other Crusadias. It's just because he's a dragon and you can make the Guardragons with it. And he's searchable with Dearg if you need it. Just 2 copies of Draco. And then 2 copies of Baby Rock. Same thing, searchable with Dearg. If you send it, you get a free special summon, so really great. You can just play 1 if you want, but sometimes having 2 is really good for ending on Crystal Wing if you use one earlier. 2 copies of Garuda, again, combo extender, banish 1 engrave, banish a 1 engrave to special summon. Pretty standard. Just these 2 ofs because, like the meme, you want to see them, but not all the time. And then Red as Metal Dragon, this card is broken. Now, before you would use a Tomb to make it, but now you also have LP to summon this out, and looping it with Pisty and Zephyros is really amazing, so you really need to play this card. 3 copies of Destrudo, just for consistency. Not much more to say. Paying half isn't really too big of a deal if you can make basically an unbreakable board. So Destrudo, 1 Zephyros, again, just to loop the Red as Metal Dragon and put more bodies on board. And then 3 copies of White Dragon Wyverbuster. This card's great. Extends your board like everything else in the deck. And you can search the Collapserpent when you link off the Wyverbuster. Same thing with the Collapserpent. Just more extenders in the deck. So that's it for the monsters. On to the spells. 3 copies of Dragon Ravine. Great opener. Gets you into your Dux, sends your Phalanxes. It's like the essential starter piece that you need to make this deck function. And that's why you also play 2 copies of Terraforming to search out the Dragon Ravine. Yeah, pretty standard. And Dragon Ravine isn't hard once for turns, so if you have multiple, you can get multiple searches in 1 turn. 2 copies of Cards of Consonance. I've honestly been considering playing this to 3 copies because you can also send Destrudo, but really good consistency card. You don't really want to open your Dragunity tuners, but with Cards of Consonance, you can send them to grave to draw 2 more cards to dig for extenders or starters and stuff like that. So Cards of Consonance. 3 copies of Dragunity Divine Lance. Until we get our Dragunity Link 2, this isn't searchable yet, but particularly in this build, multiple copies of this is really good, because if you open it, you're able to get an extra tuner on board, and with an extra tuner, you're able to make the Guardragons a lot easier. And then we also play the Monster Reborn, 2 more essentially Monster Reborns that let you move your dragons, and then a Foolish Burial for consistency. I would recommend playing World Legacy Succession. I don't have any on me, but it's really not super mandatory because they aren't like part of the combo pieces, but like just for consistency, they're very good. So that's it for the main deck. I'll go into some one very standard combo that's very strong in the deck. But first we'll go through the extra deck. So Borreload Savage Dragon, this card's amazing. It negates absolutely everything, but it doesn't destroy, but it negates, you can stop basically everything, and this card is really, really strong to make. One Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon for monster negates, one Barcha for extending your board if you have Couse in grave, or you equip it and you synchro with the Winged Beast. So you can have Barcha to make your Guardragons and your links easier. One Vajrayana, one Dearg. Honestly, not Vajrayana isn't as essential as it used to be. Before you would play 3 copies of Vajrayana, now you don't really have to, but Dearg is still very, very good, because if you make it, you can loop Mist Valley Baby Rock, you can loop your other cards, so definitely want to play Dearg. And then one Hope Harbinger and a Tomb. So Harbinger you would make off of Agarpain, and a Tomb you would make off of Dearg and Mystletainn, which gets you into your combos. And then for Link monsters, we play Saryuja, draw 4 is broken. You don't have to play 2 in this build, in comparison to like Crusadia Guardragon, where you play multiple copies of Skuldred. You only have to play 1. You can if you want to play more than 1, but I really don't have deck space for it. One Nightmare Griffin, one Triple Burst Dragon, Summon Sorceress. Triple Burst, by the way, is so you have an ability to clear out your Guard Dragons, your Links, and then Reproducus, Garpain, LP, and Pisty. These cards are really, really strong. You'll see when I go through the combos in a bit. But yeah, in general, this is what your extra deck would look like in this build of Dragunity. Obviously not that much space anymore. Before you could play cards like Scarlight or Omega, but now you really just don't have the space to play those cards. So I guess we'll go through some basic combos. So starting off, you need these combo pieces. Okay, so it's a 3-card combo. It's pretty standard. This opening hand is like the best hand you could possibly, well, not the best hand, but like the ideal opening hand, having a Mystletainn and a way to send Phalanx to grave and search a Dux. But like obviously with your other cards, you don't have to open these, but it's just a combo. So right away, Dragon Ravine. Effective Dragon Ravine will discard Phalanx to search for a Dragunity Dux. You're going to normal summon Dux. Dux is going to equip Phalanx. Phalanx effect is going to special summon itself. You're going to send Phalanx to grave to special summon Mystletainn from hand. Mystletainn effect equips Phalanx. Phalanx effect special summons itself to the field. You're going to synchro summon Dragunity Dux and Dragunity Phalanx into Dragunity Knight Dearg. You don't need spells and traps, so I'll move these down. Dearg effect is going to activate. You're going to search and then immediately discard your Mist Valley Baby Rock, if I can find it. Okay. Mist Valley Baby Rock. And then Baby Rock effect, since it's discarded, you can special summon it to your field, so you're going to special summon the Baby Rock. I'm going to overlay Dearg and Hieratic Dragon, and Mystletainn to make Hieratic Dragon of a Tomb. A Tomb effect is going to activate to detach Dearg to special summon Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon from your deck. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon effect is going to special summon Dragunity Knight Dearg from our grave. We're going to use Dearg again to search and then immediately discard Blackwing Zephyros the Elite. Zephyros is going to use its effect to return Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon to hand to special summon Zephyros the Elite to the field. And we'll special summon it. Zone placement's actually really important, but yeah, we'll summon it here for now. We're going to banish a Tomb to special summon Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon to the field. Ooh. That should be okay. Yeah, we'll special summon Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon over here. Oh, okay. It should have been Zephyros here and Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon here. I've already made a mistake, but in general, that's what should happen. And then you're going to link Dearg and Zephyros into a Reproducus. Docus is going to target Baby Rock to turn Baby Rock into a dinosaur. You're going to link Reproducus and Baby Rock into Summon Sorceress. You're going to use Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon effect to special summon Phalanx from grave. Summon Sorceress is going to special summon a dragon from your deck. You're going to special summon, it doesn't matter what dragon, as long as level 4 lower, but I'm going to summon Couse. We're going to link Couse into Pisty and Phalanx into LP. Also, we started off with 3 cards, so we can just assume these two are 2 dead cards in hand, because your opening hand is 5 cards. Anyways, LP is going to use its effect to special summon Arma Levyaten from deck. Levyaten is going to equip Phalanx from grave. Phalanx will special summon itself to the field. And now we're going to link the LP that we used, Summon Sorceress, Rise Dark Dispel Dragon, and Arma Levyaten, into Saryuja. Saryuja is going to draw 4. Again, these cards won't matter as long as you have a dragon or a winged beast in hand, which you will definitely have considering you have 6 cards. One of these will either be a way to get to a dragon or winged beast, or it'll be a dragon or winged beast. Anyway, so you're just going to put 3 back. You'll see why it's important in a little bit. Fisty's effect is going to special summon Red Eyes Darkness Battle Dragon from our grave. Red Eyes Darkness Battle Dragon effect is going to special summon Dearg from our grave. Dearg is going to use its effect to search for White Dragon, Wyverbuster. And since we have to discard a dragon or winged beast, this is where the dead card, it doesn't matter what this is, as long as this dragon or winged beast comes into play, we can discard this so that we have this in hand now. We're going to use Wyverbuster's effect to banish a darkened grave. We're going to banish Zephyros to special summon Wyverbuster to the field. Then we're going to link Wyverbuster and Red Eyes Darkness Battle Dragon off into a Garpain. Wyverbuster is going to search us when it leaves the field for Black Dragon Collapserpent. And now we're going to use a Garpain effect to special summon Hope Harbinger from our extra deck to a zone 2 link monsters point to, which is the Saryuja and Fisty zones. So we have this now. And then we're going to link a Garpain and Fisty off into Triple Burst Dragon. So now we have this zone here to Synchro summon with. So Dearg and Phalanx will make Borreload Savage Dragon. Savage Dragon effect is going to equip Summon Sorceress from our grave. So now this has 3 negates. Obviously it's once per turn, but you have 3 negates in total to negate anything. And then we can use Collapserpent effect to banish Wyverbuster to special summon itself. And then we can link these 2 off into a Nightmare Griffin. So that's basically the general combo. You also have 2 other cards to work with, and a Saryuja special summon from hand, which is really great. So like if you have a Divine Lance and a Winged Beast, for example, you can also make a Crystal Wing here if you really want to. But in general, this board is really strong. You have a special summon, monster negate for like everything. Obviously, Saryuja gives them 1 zone at the top, but that's just 1 monster effect, and you have a spell negate and an Omni Negator right here with Savage Dragon, and 2 cards in hand to work with on next turn or to extend this current board. Obviously, you don't have many cards left in your extra deck to work with. You see how Vajrayana isn't as necessary anymore. But in general, that's the Dragunity combo and deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.